Alright team, next week it's supposed to get cold enough to freeze your above ground stuff like this. And we're done watering anyway, so I'm just going to blow my sprinklers out now. First thing I need to do is go inside and shut the water off to the system. Alright, so mine's down in the basement. That's my water meter. Comes up and it tees off. That's my inside drain for my sprinklers. Then they got this PEX pipe that runs out to that vacuum breaker assembly. So basically we're off. And I could open this up and drain it out, but it's probably still got some pressure, so I'm going to go outside and relieve the pressure first. And my breaker still has the caps on these bleeders. Anyway, so I just got to turn this screw so it lines up, and that was all my pressure. I'm going to go ahead and turn this top one too, because it's probably under pressure. Because what this does is it lets the water come out of the house and go to the sprinklers, but it doesn't let the water come back from your sprinklers and go into your house. It's to protect you from like contaminants getting into your water. So there's the pressure off the sprinkler side. The bottom one was the pressure on the house side. I'm going to leave it open so when I go inside it can bleed air inside, so it'll drain faster. It won't sit there and burp itself the whole time I'm waiting. Alright, so now it should just drain out instead of spurting out at me at first. So this is all the water from the vacuum breaker back to me. And then I'm going to go ahead and close that again before I blow it. Where I hook mine up, it should not blow back this way, but I'd rather close it just to be sure it doesn't blow back this way. Alright, so to bleed mine, I hook it up to this elbow. Or I guess that's a T. I'm going to have to take that off with a wrench. I'm going to go ahead and turn these closed again. If I don't turn the top one closed, what will happen is when I blow it, it'll just blow out here. It shouldn't blow out here if this is functioning correctly, but I'm going to close both of them anyway to seal this. I'll take this cap off, and then I have this to screw on there, which will hook to my compressor. Alright, so loosen that with a wrench so it'd be easy. That was probably the water from here down to there. Anyway, this thread's on. And I usually don't bother tightening it with a wrench, because if it leaks, it's just going to leak air. If it leaks a lot, I'll seal it up. Alright, this is what we're using. It's a 25 or 26 gallon, I can't remember. Anyway, I dialed it down. I think that says 60. I was trying for 50. Just because, you know, I could send 90 pounds through my sprinkler system, but I don't think all the parts are rated for that, and I might break something. So I was dialing it down to, I was trying for 50, because it'll still blow the water out at 50. You don't need to get 100% of the water out, you just need to get enough out so if it did freeze, it doesn't split or crack anything. This compressor will not do it in one shot. It just doesn't make air that fast. It's not like the trailer mounted jackhammer compressor they bring when they blow it out professionally. So I'll probably blow 1 or 2 zones, let my compressor run and catch back up, and then I'll blow the next couple. And we'll just keep doing that till we're done, guys. Alright. So it gets pressured up, it's not going to seal this. Actually, I guess I could just bypass that by turning this off. Ta-da. So now I've shut this valve off so air can't go this way. So all the air is going to have to go this way and out my sprinklers. Alright, so I set my box to, I think it's manual stations. That way I can run them individually. I think I just hit the plus thing and it'll turn on. And we'll go look. It should be blowing water. Alright, this is my zone 1. And this is gonna blow water for a long time, because it's the first one I'm blowing out. So it's got to blow all the water from the vacuum breaker through all the piping out to my front yard, which goes pretty much all the way around my house. So my guess is it may do this for a minute or so, because there's a lot of water. But eventually they'll start wisping air. Alright, so they started blowing some mist. My heads are starting to drop back in because there's no water. We'll go shut it off. We'll do zone 2. Alright, there's so little water left that I didn't get out here in time for zone 2. Alright, the compressor kicked on about halfway through that zone 2 thing. So I'm going to let it catch up. And then we'll do the next 2 like I said. And then we'll probably let the compressor run and catch up again. And then I think we got 8 total zones to do. So we'll blow through them all. It'll take a while though, because like I said, my compressor's not big enough to just constantly run and blow sprinklers out. I can't lose that much air. So, and when only using 40-50 pounds, it won't, the air alone cannot keep the sprinkler heads up. So once the water's gone, they usually drop back down. There's 3. I didn't get out here in time to catch the water. Alright, we made it to 6 before my compressor kicked back on. So I'll let it catch up again, and then we'll do 7 and 8. Well, that was 8. That was the excitement there. I'll probably redo 1 because it's my lowest sprinklers on the whole system. And by now I'm sure any water left in the pipe is drained down to those guys, so I could probably get some more out of it. And that will basically be it. I will probably blow through them again just to make sure I got them all. I think we're at 45 minutes, maybe an hour, so it didn't take that long. But like I said, I'll probably blow out 1 again because it's the lowest one and it's also the farthest one away, so the water's just gonna gravity feed down to those heads. So I want to make sure they're blown out. Alright guys, most of these have a place to blow it out. I've seen a couple on the house side. If they're on the house side, you definitely need to shut that inside drain because it will blow back into the basement or wherever it hooks up. If you don't have a place at all, you can hook up to the nipple. If you hook up to the bottom one, you need to close that inside drain because it will blow into the house, and it will blow through your breaker and out to the sprinklers. If you hook to the top one, if your vacuum breaker is working properly, it should blow just across the top and out to the sprinklers. It should not go back into the house. And I should be able to show you that. If I turn this valve, it should pop this closed. There, it closed it. And then if I open this, I should get air. Now if I open the bottom one, I shouldn't get anything because it should be stopping the air from backflowing, which I didn't get nothing. So mine's actually working properly. And if I shut this back off and relieve the pressure, it should open again. Boop. Anyway, that's it guys. That's the excitement of blowing your sprinklers out. Like I said, you don't need to get 100% of the water out. Obviously the more you get out the better in my opinion, but if it freezes and it's got place to expand and run to, it shouldn't crack anything. Alright guys, one last thing. When we're all done, I'm going to return it to running condition. We'll close these, we'll put the caps on since I have them. We'll open this valve up, we'll take off the fitting, put the cap back on. So come spring, all I got to do is turn the water on and everything's good to go. It won't be like leaking out of something I left open because I forgot over the 6 months or however long. I think that does it guys. Take it easy. Thanks for watching.